Welcome back, guys. Today I am going to give you a little breakdown of all the places that I ate in New York. I spent 7 days and I had a lot of meals, some that I was able to document, some not. The first night we had Tangs Pavilion. It is a Chinese restaurant. It was delicious. The dumplings and the fried noodles with beef and veggies. My goodness, so good. The next morning we went to Joe and the Juice, which was right down the street from the Warwick where we stayed, and it was delicious. We had some smoothies, matcha, a cappuccino, and my daughter ordered a panini sandwich, which came in this really cute little box. We also went to the MoMA Café because we were at the MoMA this specific day, and I ordered the Cuban sandwich. My daughter ordered the mac and cheese, which I don't know what happened to the video or the picture of it, but you can see it in my previous video. I also had a cortadito, and the cafe was really cute. It was all covered in snow, so it was just like a really nice cozy vibe. And the waiter actually recommended that we go to Benjamin's Steakhouse because it was the end of Chef Week. All of the meals were 3-course meal for $66, which I thought was a deal because my plate was like $105 or $150, can't remember exactly, but I would have never paid that for myself, especially on my first or second night actually in New York City. Was it good? Yeah, I just don't think that it was $105 a meal. Sorry, Benjamin. The drinks were delicious. My sister and I did order drinks for the night, and the meal actually came with a really good dessert, which was a classic New York cheesecake. And I will say this was my favorite part of the Steakhouse meal. The cream and the cheesecake was to die for. Our waiter had to leave for an emergency, so we got an extra drink, which was really nice way to end the night. And the next day we went to Mangia Bakery, which was delicious. My daughter got a croissant, and then we had lunch at Blue Mezze Bar, where we had she had pasta. I had these delicious little ravioli things that were stuffed with lamb and coated in yogurt. Oh my god, they were so good. I could have eaten like 3 of these because it was so delicious. And while we were eating, they were constructing a building next to us, and we were watching it being built right before our eyes. So we were seeing them put together the concrete pieces for the outside of the building. I've never seen anything like this. That was really impressive, and we took a time lapse of it because it was just something that we did not expect. Steps away from our hotel, we visited the Van Leeuwen ice cream shop. It was so good. The lady that worked there was just amazing. She was so nice. She let us try almost every ice cream, and we ended up just having I had vanilla and some dulce de leche one, and my daughter had cookies and cream. It was worth every minute. Next day we went to Pain Quotidien. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a bakery. It is quite pricey. I think this was the most expensive breakfast that I had. However, they have so much variety of croissants, muffins. They had tarts, they had breads. I mean, all kinds of delightful bakery things. And we ended up having Belgian waffles. I had a stuffed donut, which you'll see now, and then my daughter had a croissant, and then we both had cappuccinos, and that actually filled us up for the rest of the day. So it was really nice to have spent almost $55-60, I think. The chocolate chips were the size of my face, and they had these beautiful little tarts that I didn't try, but they looked delicious. This is a small, and it was quite large for being a small. And then we also had our breakfast served as well. For lunch, we went to Fiorello, which was right across the street from the Columbus Circle Mall. It is a great little old school New York place, very, very old school mahogany wood, and the ceiling is still like drop ceiling from who knows when they built it. It was really nice and cozy, and they also had a 3-course meal for $39, but I opted in for short rib meatballs and spaghetti, and my daughter had the shrimp pizza. She actually had the entire thing because it was so thin, but we had such a good meal here, and it was worth every penny. Following day, we were at the Foodie, the financial district, where we found Liberty Bagels and the home of Rainbow Bagels, and it was so beautiful. All these bagels are so gorgeous. If you see behind the glass here, these huge mountains of cream cheese, and they're all different kinds of flavors. I had the lox, scallion, and dill. My daughter had a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, and you could just pick basically how much cream cheese you wanted. It was delicious. It was so good. It filled us up for the entire day, and it was such a cute little shop. Like, it's a big staple apparently in New York City. As you could see, the bagels are literally the size of your face. Like, they are so big. They were so filling, so fluffy, with the perfect like density. They were just perfect. And evening, we had Katz Deli, which is like a staple place for pastrami. My daughter and I opted into just having cheesecakes because we wanted to have pizza and we weren't really in the mood for pastrami. Never really had it. And so we just decided that we're just gonna have dessert and then go to the East Village for some pizza. And it was not disappointing. Just 3 slices did the trick. And then we got out of there as soon as we could because it wasn't the fanciest neighborhood. It wasn't Manhattan, but it was delicious. Now in Grand Central Station, we went to Pronto Pizza or Pronta Pizza. And this pizza, guys, was a large. We thought we really needed a large because the small was way too small. And it ended up being a lot. We ended up having that for dinner and having leftovers. And then we ran across an espresso event where we actually got free coffee and they were promoting their brand new machine. So it was such a treat to be able to like have that. On Valentine's Day, we had Kin Ramen. This place was worth every minute that we waited. It is kind of a tight spot. Like, it's very small. It's very quirky. Like, the tables are held up by Kirin and Sapporo plastic crates. The menu looks like a manga comic strip, and the drink menu does too. It's really cute. And then I ended up buying a Kin Ramen shirt for my son because it was just so cute. And then the ramen was to die for. I mean, the ramen was absolutely delicious. We did start off with some fried chicken, and there are 3 dipping sauces. Oh my gosh, can I just tell you that this chicken was like melting in our mouths. It was so hot and so good. And then both my daughter and I got the seafood ramen. She got it just as it comes. I put eggs and bok choy on mine. Our very last meal came from a food truck. It was a halal lamb over rice bowl. It was perfect. It was the perfect way to end this New York trip. And I feel like I ate through the whole city. I never had the Nathan's hot dogs or the other food truck foods, but I think I did pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you think.